What's up, YouTube? Drew here, and you are in my shop with this 1997 Toyota Mark II Qualis. Now, it's important to know right off the bat, the Mark II Qualis is not a Mark II. It's actually front-wheel drive. It's a 1997 through 2001 Toyota Camry Gracia station wagon, which we did not get in the United States. Trimmed with some niceties. It's got an upscale interior. Upgraded cloth. Center console has the parking brake removed and put down there. Digital climate control. Nicer gauges. That shift knob is aftermarket, and I hate it. And it has this more prominent front end, which I will show you when I close the hood. But it is what's under the hood that makes this car special. Again, for all you know, it's got to be a 1JZ GTE rear wheel drive. All cars have their own way of being cool. This is not probably as cool as a twin turbo 1J to the rear wheels via a stick shift, but it has merit on its own. This is a very cool engine. So I'm not sure if you guys know about the 1MZ that was in the it came into the Camry, I believe, in 94 for the first year, and then it stayed in it until 2007 when they put the 2GR in it to replace it. There was also the 3MZ, which was the 3.3 liter version in Camry Sport models right at the end of that run. That was found in Siennas, Lexus RX 330. It was basically, there was a 3 and a 3.3 liter V6. You'd be interested to know that the MZ engine was the first engine in the world that was OBD2 compliant. Actually, the 1995 Lexus ES300 came to the United States with an OBD2 port. It was one of, I believe, only 3 cars in 1995 that already had OBD2. What's special here, though, is that this is not a 1MZ 3-liter or a 3MZ 3.3 liter. It's a 2MZ, and that is 2.5 liters. And just about everything on this car, the all your belt drive, your valve cover gaskets, your oil filter, your oil capacity, about 4.7 quarts, your timing belt, all the stuff on the outside is the same as a 3.3 or 3.0. Same as how like a Chevy with a, as long as they're similar years, your 350, your 327, even going back 283, 265, it's the same general engine. This is obviously a closer period of time than, 1955 through like 2010, right? But this engine is just as serviceable, unless you have to go down inside of it, as a 1MZ or a 3MZ, but at only 2.5 liters. It is stupid smooth. I love it. I have a left-hand drive Camry Gracia. They only brought 1,500 to the United States. I had one in high school 20 years ago. I have one now. It's pearl white on the top, and it has that oyster color, that right there, on the entire bottom. And I'm honestly thinking about buying one of these wrecked in Japan, putting the 2.5 liter in it, and if I could find one with a beige interior, grabbing that center console without the emergency brake. I really like that. Why? Because why not? Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys and debut this motor. It is absolutely awesome. I don't know why we didn't get this. Another fun fact for you, I believe it was Ward. Somebody put this in the top 10 engines of all time, V6 engines of all time. And you would also be interested to know that I might be leaving a few out, but to my knowledge, the only 2.5 liter V6s Toyota did bring to the United States, I think it was called a VZ before this, in the 1980, before, way back, 1980s Camry, and the first couple years of the Lexus ES300 was actually a Lexus ES250, and instead of being a Toyota Wyndham, it was a Toyota Camry Prominent, and it had that, I think it was called VZ. Before that, and it was a 2.5 liter. And then, of course, we all know that the GR engine came in a 2.5 liter in the Lexus IS250 for years. But this was the other 2.5 liter, and just a bulletproof, awesome motor, just as good as a 1MZ or a 3MZ, minus a little bit of displacement. So we'll close this video. Just really like to show you guys cool stuff when I get it, and this is that. If you're into that, make sure you subscribe. It was just getting an oil change. I'm going to take you guys on the road with this, and no, we're not going to beat on it. It's not fast. It's no worse or no better than a 1997 Camry in the United States, with that same 4-speed in the 3-liter. It's much better than the 2.2-liter 4-cylinder. Not even about power, just smoothness. You know, you're dividing 360 degrees of rotation by 6 cylinders instead of 4, which is why even Toyota's G engine, which was a 1,998 cubic centimeter, of course, that rounds up to 2 liters, but underneath for Japanese tax purposes, that's why that JDM G engine, that's a 2-liter straight 6. A lot of people, you know, again, the fanboys, you know, it's not a 1JZ or a 2JZ, so they hate it. But in reality, it doesn't have to be a 1JZ or a 2JZ to be a good engine. And it doesn't have to be fast to be cool. If you disagree, no need to subscribe. But it's just that the reason that they went with smaller displacements in Japan, but, you know, 6 cylinders, they even had small V8s. I think they had a 2-liter V8 at one point, the Toyota Century. The reason for that is the displacement is how they got taxed, but the number of cylinders didn't matter. The more cylinders, the smoother the engine. So we're going to take this girl for a ride. I really hope you like seeing this cool motor. Reach out in the comments if you want to see more about this car before it goes to its next owner. Okay, guys? Hang in there. God bless. Talk soon.